Let's start with grooving. Just sing that through. Obviously, any questions that you want to ask, you can, and we can go through it. So out of all the new ones, we've got Groovin', Don't Stop Me Now, September. Oh, I don't think that will be chosen, to be honest, so we might not do that. Somewhere Only We Know, The Chain, Thinking Out Loud, We Will Rock You, and Way Over Yonder. There's loads, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's amazing.
It's really hard to just choose one of those. But I like at least 3/4 of them.
I know. Well, remember, it's only to start with, though. It's only like to work on first. So it's not like bin. So
just choose one that we don't like.
Say again.
Are we to choose one that we like, or is it one that we don't like?
Maybe one that, just for now, one that we like, the one that you want to work on straight away. Yeah. Let's keep it like that for now. Okay, cool. Let's start with grooving then, please. We'll just sing it through from the top. Soprano, alto, tenor, soprano, alto. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. On a Sunday afternoon, really couldn't get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world is ours whenever we're together. There ain't a place I like to be instead of grooving. Down the crowded avenue. Doing anything we like to do. There's always lots of things that we could see. We could be anyone we like to be. And all those happy people we could meet just grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No. We'll keep on spending sunny days this way. We're gonna talk and laugh our time away. I feel it coming closer day by day. Life would be ecstasy, you and me endlessly. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No. Cool. Any bits that anyone want to go over? Any questions?
Find it difficult on the deadettes that are cut short when we come in.
When you go into the that bit. Yeah.
When it's speaking, you go. The first one is a full length deadet.
The
second one is cut short.
Yeah, the second one's hard. Let's have a look. Yeah, so bottom of page 4. Let's quickly go over that then.
There ain't a place I like to be instead. Groove. So as long if you just finish after instead, and then it's be instead. Groove. On. So it's like basically it's if you think of it, if you come off instead really quickly, and it's a whole beat rest. Be instead.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
It's not that
Which
I'm
bit?
having a problem with. It's the did-it.
Give me a bar number.
So say, for example, page 5, halfway down, you've got the did-it all the way along. And then at the bottom, you've only got sort of half of the did-it. And anything we'd like to do comes in on the end of it.
So sorry, not the descant bit.
No, it's the did-it.
No, got you, right. Okay, yeah. So if I go from doing into bar 23 then. Doing anything we'd like to do. Yeah. So how I'd remember that, I'd say doing make sure that you come off really separate the det and the anything. Really separate those two. And you see 1, 2, 3 debts before the anything. It's really hard to explain. 3 debts before the anything. There's a little line above the de. Can you see? Yeah. So that is a tenuto. So it's a de. So doing de. So if you sort of really accent that anything we'd like to, it sort of makes it separate. Just that sort of makes sense. And any time that it's exactly the same whenever you've got dares into the words, so like the top of that page, grooving down a crowded avenue. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So as long as you remember that accented longer dare, it's just 2 2 really shorts, and then going into the words. If that makes sense. Yeah, exactly this. I'm just checking. So even on page 7, but halfway down the page, you've got a dare on a Sunday afternoon. Exactly the same. Dare couldn't get away too soon. Top of page 8 is exactly the same. So anytime that happens. So as long as you just really accent that dare and then come off really quickly. Cool. Any other questions or bits you'd like to go over?
Sorry, Ben, I'd just like to again. Who you expect to do the descant? Are you expecting us all to learn the descant and to be able to sing it?
So I think what I said originally, I think, is if everybody learns, because it's only a little section, the descant, which just keeps on repeating throughout. If everybody learns the descant and the main sop part, we'd be covered for any sort of sing out format, of people doing it if you want to perform it, because it is just a little extra part, the descant. So that's what I said originally, but obviously if you particularly favor one or the other, then we can make it work. But it's something that we'll workshop in in-person rehearsals and see and play about with how many people are singing the descant at a time. Just play about with that kind of thing, because I'm not sure how it will sound yet. So yeah. Cool. But you have got that extra learning track, haven't you, that I sent? The descant learning track. SOPs. Yeah. That should be somewhere on the internet. I don't know where it is on my computer. Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, let's move on. Can we sing Through the Chain, please? So, do 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 do. So the pitch pipe for this will be an E. So like the basses, do 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 do, tenor note, and your note altos as well, actually. Do 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 do, nice and easy. So here's your pitch pipe. Do. 1, 2, 3, and. Do 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 do.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise. Shadows, run it in the shadows. Damn your love, damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can see. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Shadows, run it in the shadows. Damn your love, damn your lies. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still
Yeah, cool. How are we getting? Because obviously we recorded that one, so presumably we know our parts pretty well because we recorded it. But is anyone? It'll be rare. I'd be fascinated to hear this one sung live. Definitely. Any question? Any bits you want to go over? The beatboxing bit was that. That's what I got from that. Yes, absolutely. So I think with obviously, that's sort of nice and easy in terms of consonants, but it's just to keep that, keep it constant, to the pulse. So if you think of sort of it in two groups of two, and then obviously it just changes to the dum and for the dum, just go straight to the M, dum dum dum. That's what the sound we want, with a really harsh D, dum 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 dum. But we don't sort of want a dum. We don't want like a massive pitch on it, but just a dum dum, and then a t, and then a k k k k. Just a really, just like you're just, if you're fed up of something and you're just going k, like that. It's basically that, but with like a really harsh k k k dum t k dum k dum k dum k. It's not. It's tiring. You know, if you're doing it right, it's tiring. If anything, I think doing like dum k is sort of more tiring than actually singing, because if you're just the air is coming out. You know, dum k. It's probably not a very COVID-friendly section. It's beatboxing. Might have to do a COVID version. Yeah. It's just, I think, the hardest part is just sort of knowing when to change and knowing when to stop, really. But you've got to listen to the other parts for that, like make signals, like, you know, when you hear tenors go chain, that's when you've started the dum t-kuta. And then when the altos come in chain, you've only got 3 more dum t-kutas left before you do a dum dum. Yeah, and then you're in to your singing part. So it's just knowing like when to come in. Cool. Any other questions? Any other bits that you want to go through? Okay, well, let's just go through. Let's sing "We Will Rock You," please.
Looks like Tim's gone off on a train rather than a chain.
What train is that, Tim? Or you're muted.
It's called Will and Beck, and it's our newest one up in Ravenglass. It's actually not new at all. It was built in 1929, but it's German via Spain.
Wow.
Got an interesting history.
Amazing. My brother has went to a cottage right by in Scotland, up in the Highlands, right by the viaduct that they the Chamber of Secrets, you know, the flying car, and you can get the steam train across it. The actual, like, it's like a Hogwarts kind of thing. And they were doing a walk that went underneath it, and it's only like 2 journeys a week or something. I don't know what. It depends what time of the year you go, but it just came across that viaduct as they were walking underneath. It was just like an amazing sight to see a steam train across that. Incredible.
Ben, I went up on the Flying Scotsman this weekend to Edinburgh. And back.
Oh wow, that's amazing!
Amazing. There were people all the way along the route just waving, taking photographs. We couldn't believe it. They were standing out in the rain for ages, just waiting for it to come by. It was mad.
That's amazing.
It was good, yeah.
Is that like a regular thing?
I don't know how regular it is. We booked it well over a year ago, and it kept getting cancelled, so we never quite believed it was going to happen this weekend. But we went all up the East Coast going up, and then all down the West Coast coming back. And then did another trip out to Fife and all around the countryside around there, and across the bridges, those amazing bridges across the course.
Beautiful. Wow. Right. Rock You, yes. There's a pitch pipe for this one.
Rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, rock you, rock you. Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise. Say it in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you, rock you, oh. We will rock you, rock you, oh. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, you big disgrace, waving your place, singing, we will rock you, rock you, oh. We will rock you, rock you, oh. Rock you, we will rock you, we will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, you're a poor man, bleeding with your eyes, gonna make you someday, someday. You got blood on your face, you've been disgraced. Somebody better put you back into your place, singing, we will rock you, oh. We will rock you, oh. We will rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, we will rock you. Rock you, rock you, rock you. We will rock you, we will rock you.
Cool. Any questions on this? Any bits that anyone wants to go over?
The bit I find difficult is coming in at the top of page 7, I think it is. Buddy, you're an old man. It's getting that timing right.
It moves really quickly, doesn't it? We will rock you, oh, buddy. Yeah. So if you if you come off rock you, oh, buddy. If you come off O at the right time, it should sort of prepare you nicely. I rock you, oh, buddy. I rock you, oh, buddy. Rock you, oh, buddy. You're a young man, hard man.
I don't think it comes in that quickly, Ben, because you've got, is it the altos sing rock you, we will rock you, we will, and then it comes straight in there. Have I got that right?
Where are you looking?
29 at the top of page.
We're looking at a different place. That bit. Sorry, I thought you meant the first verse. Cool. Right. Yes, got you. So, absolutely. So that what you need to do for that bit then is, I rock you. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Buddy, you're an old man. So it's 4 counts. Or watch me, because that will be a conducting thing where I'll do that. I rock you. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Buddy, you're an old man. Or sort of listening to the altos, tenors, and basses. Rock you, we will rock you, we will, buddy. Yeah. So sort of either a bounce off that, or 4 counts into buddy.
The hardest thing for me, Ben, is like what we sing and what we don't sing, and when we do a rock you and when we don't do a rock you. It's just a question of just listening and learning, I think.
It is a pattern.
Because So
it's no. Yeah, so it's tenors and basses, then sops and altos, then tenors and basses, then sops and altos. You always do it straight after the tenors and basses. So for example, if we look on page 6, bottom of page 6, he will rock you, tenors and basses, I rock you, oh. We will rock you, I rock you, oh. So you always do it after the tenors and basses have done it. So as long as you, know that, it's easier. Even at top of page 8, they've just squashed it together. So top of page 8, first bar, tenors and basses, third bar, you. So always after T's and B's. Cool. Lovely. Okay, well, we may do a little sort of informal vote, sops and altos, where you just send me a little chat message, private chat message with your title, and if it's unanimous, what it is. I know we might be missing a couple of people, but if it's like unanimous, then that's a decision made, and I don't have to do a poll. But obviously, if it's loads of difference, then we'll do a poll. But we'll do that after the break. So have a think, please, Sops and Altos. Just if you have any immediate favourite numbers that you'd like to start working on.
Does that include Way Over Yonder?
Say again?
Does that include Way Over Yonder in that poll?
I'd quite like to have a choice. I think I'm going to choose Way Over Yonder as the as an MD choice. That's all right, because I'd quite like to work on that just for us as a choir, just for blend, and there's loads of stuff we can do with that.
Train's leaving the station now. Are we to choose from these three that we've just done?
No, all of the new ones. So the list would be, the list would be Don't Stop Me Now, Groove In, September, Somewhere Only We Know, The Chain, Thinking Out Loud, and We Will Rock You.
Choose one.
I'm surprised you didn't pick The Chain though, then, because you were saying you were so keen to hear us singing it.
I know, I might change my mind.
I lost the prerogative, yeah.
Cool. All right. See you in about half an hour.
You're always allowed to as well, Ben, by the way.
Yeah.